Hello and welcome to our vlog. Today we are going to speak about a very special license manager, the Select Bentley License Manager. That's going to be a whiteboard presentation, a bit longer than usual, but I hope it will be interesting. So what is special about the Bentley Select License Manager? It's a network license manager or a floating license manager with a license pool, but others from that it's very special. So let's show how it works. So let's look here. We have the user workstation. Then we might have a local select license manager, and we have a select license manager on the cloud. That's a central one. Now, the user workstation will try to get a license, regardless if it's able to connect to the local select license manager, it will work. And it will log the activity on the workstation. The local select, and eventually, if it's not able to send logs to the license manager, it will stop working. But by definition, it works. Even if it's online, even if there are network problems, it works. It starts and works. The same for the local select license manager. It needs to report to the central select license manager on the cloud. If it can connect, it stores the data locally and it will wait. Eventually, it will stop. But as long as it can connect periodically, it will work. It will continue to function and allow you to use the licenses. So in that sense, it's not a real-time license manager, because since it's working, regardless if it can connect the license manager, you can't actually go and ask the license manager what is the current usage. He doesn't know, because there are workstations that are now running, and he can't be sure. He can't tell you. So this fact is very significant, and we will understand how. So what are the licensing policies? So we have a perpetual license. So that's a normal license pool. You get a number of licenses, and you can install the software on any number of workstations, and you need to use concurrent licenses up to the number. And we have term licenses, and they are similar to subscription licenses, but very different. And the special thing about Bentley is that the two policies work together on the same time. So you can use your perpetual licenses up to the limit, and when you get to the limit, you can go over it, and that's very different from any other license manager. When you go over the limit, you are actually automatically using term licenses. And what's the limit? There is no limit. There is no limit at all. You can use any number of term licenses, and eventually what you get by the end of the billing period, you get the bill for using the licenses. So that's very special. And also we need to mention that there is a checkout functionality. In FlexLM it's called borrowing, so you can actually take the license to your workstation or to your laptop, and we'll also note how that is counted. So now let's go to the next very special thing about Select, is how do you count the usage? And the usage is counted for 10 minutes intervals. So we'll show how we do that. And the charge is for every 3 months usually, but if you get a subscription, you are charged every month. And it's also limited to a country. And now let's see how we do the counting. So if we look here, And in that case, we have we own 4 perpetual licenses. And let's look on the period. So what I have here on the time axis is only 2 hours, but it's the same if it's 2 months, a quarter or a month, it's exactly the same. On this axis I have a concurrent consumption of licenses. So let's look on this example. So I started with 1 license, first 10 minutes, and then 2, 3, and so it goes. As far as I am in this area, I'm only using my perpetual licenses. So it doesn't matter if I consume all the licenses or any number, I'm not paying. I already paid for that. It's perpetual. Once I've gone over the number of licenses I have, I'm here in the area of the term licenses. I'm here in term licenses. I'm actually going to pay for this extra usage. So let's say in the next few minutes I took here 5, 6, and then 6, and then I got to 9, 6, and that's all. So now let's say our billing period is 3 months, and that was the top. All over the period, that was the top number. So now Bentley is going to look on all my logs, and it's calculating this way. So instead of paying for this, I'm going to pay for all this. So the peak usage for the period is going to determine the extra usage, my term licenses payment. I'm going to get an automatic bill by the end of the period. If I have subscription, I'm going to get it by the end of the month. So that's the idea. Note that Bentley, if I accidentally open the software and it's less than 10 minutes, basically I'm not going to charge. Also, it's quite complex, but I don't want to get into this. So that's a very special functionality of the software. So as you may imagine, some users are very much against it. So if we try to look like a balanced view of it, so on one side, okay, you will never miss a license, so engineering time is expensive, and anytime an engineer needs the license, he will get it. He won't be limited. On the other side, you as a customer, you would like to control your expenses, and you want to have a hold of it. So it's on my control. If I want to limit it, I want to limit it. And here is impossible. And what Bentley explains is that based on the nature of the implementation, that is not limiting you in case you are not connected to the license manager, they can't know what is your current usage. And that's why they can't keep you from using too many licenses. So today we spoke about the Bentley Select License Manager, which is a very special one. I hope that was interesting. I'm looking forward to see you in our next vlog. Thank you.